Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new type of series that we're going to be doing a little bit more of that you're going to see around a lot. So I thought I would bring back a familiar face for this. We haven't gotten together in quite a while. Sheena-Leigh Kennerley from Atlas Agency Launch Lab and Atlas Online Solutions, of course. And we're kind of heading more toward that side of things a little bit today, I think, but that'll be up to you, I guess, Sheena, to talk about that a little bit. Because what we're going to do here, these are called plugin service profiles. So at least in our Facebook group, but then you've seen this some other places too, and you'll see it a whole lot more. We want to profile useful tools and services and different things and methods that people are doing here to help get customers, to help your business grow, to help everything thrive. And you know, there's so much of a brain trust out there of different things that can really make that happen for people. And not every service is going to work for everybody, but a lot of them really are. So we wanted to bring on Miss Kennerley here because she has introduced me to a set of services that I'll probably be using for prospecting in my own set of things. But I wanted her, this was her deal. I wanted her to get on here and talk about it and introduce it to you all as well. You're going to be seeing a lot more of it for those of you that are in her circles as well. So I will shut up and let you talk some. So
well, thank you for having me on. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been a long time. So let's fire things off here and see if we can get going with this. Now, a lot of these are Chrome extensions, right? Yep. So you have to have Google Chrome to use them.
Yes.
And
Google Chrome
Go ahead.
Google Chrome is completely free to set up, so it's okay if you don't have one yet.
Okay. Yeah, of course. And then so these are generally for like prospecting, right? Or are they for other things as well?
Mostly, yes. So that's basically, I describe them as they manage your client's journey, like sales journey. So it doesn't matter where they are in your sales journey. If you are just reaching out to them just now, if they're already in your circle or anything else. Mm-hmm. And then there's also some tools for those of you that use software like ClickFunnels and things like that for some of the behind the scenes work of running a business. And the coaches that are my clients are loving this, agency owners that are my clients loving this. And then some businesses that you wouldn't necessarily think of as online entrepreneurs are loving this as well. So it's a very, very exciting stack here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how many of these extensions are there? I mean, is there a whole group of them? There was a lot when I was looking through, but I don't know that I saw all of them.
So yeah. Now you've got me confused. I can't remember if I've got 16 or 13. It's one of those two numbers, and I'm sure we'll figure it out in just a moment.
Yeah. All right, no worries. Yeah. All right, you want to show us a little bit of what these are about, and kind of talk about the general uses, how would somebody trying to propel their business forward in any manner, how would they find these useful?
Well. I can definitely try. I am not a techie person, and I'm much more of a strategy, hey, let me teach you how to use it kind of person. So forgive me if you have more technical questions, please let me know, because I will direct you to the in-depth trainings on exactly how they work that are available free to you before you even buy it. So awesome. This one here is one of my favorite. This one's Client Prospector Pro. And
let's see if we can get your screen shared here for some reason. That may be on me. Actually, that is on me. Sorry about that.
Yay.
There we go. Now that's better. Okay.
Well, now you can all see it. This one here is one of my favorite. This is the one that I use all the time. A lot of them I'm blessed that my team actually uses on my behalf, but this one is one that I use every single day. And it sits inside of my Chrome extension. I can open up somebody else's Facebook group, somebody else's ad page, friends list, whatever, and just press a button, and it will, with its positive and negative keywords, send a series of messages to people that I want to reach out to offer my lead magnet, to offer an encouragement, to invite to be one of my clients. It's definitely an extremely powerful tool. And I think this is one of the ways that my agency is growing significantly quicker.
This is kind of one of the ones that I saw too that really got my attention. I was like, and sort of not straying too far to the techie side of this, looking at this and hearing about everybody's, ongoing battles with Facebook. how do you do does this get you in any sort of trouble or any way to be able to reach into these? Because I know some of these groups don't let
No,
people
not
openly post
so
it.
far. I've been using it, as I said, every single day. My partner's been using it. I have members on my team that are using it, and we haven't gotten into any trouble.
Good.
Occasionally, we will get like a little message pop up that says, do you know this person? And that's a sign to me, hey, you've been a little bit too rambunctious. Just dial it back a minute. But no, I've never actually got in trouble, which is one of my favorite things about this, because there are so many tools out there to prospect and DM and send friend requests on Facebook that do get you in trouble, and this one here doesn't.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And it just seems more subtle that way. Your approach does, from what you've been telling me a little bit about it off here. So it's really nice how that works. All
Well,
right.
I think one of the reasons it's so safe is that you can set multiple messages. So like I split my message into 3 pieces, and I have like the intro, the body, and the call to action. And then I'll put 5 different intros, 5 different bodies, and 5 different call to actions. And then the tool will choose which ones of these to put together so that it's not sending exactly the same message to everybody that day.
Nice. Okay, that does make a difference. That would make a huge difference, because I mean, and you hinted at it just a minute ago, where some of everybody's kind of over prospected and in life. So this makes it at least a little more human. This, particularly as AI has been coming on, there's fine ways to still make you look like the real person that you are. Who's truly just trying to reach out and connect, find ways to connect with people in all the ways that I know you teach and that I've taught as well. So
and it can be extremely targeted. I teach my students, I teach my clients, I teach everybody to utilize other people's assets, or don't do all the hard work when you don't have to. So I can just go and take my competitors' clients in a way. That sounds a little wrong, but it's not. They can run ads, like you see your competitors' ads and things out there. And everybody who's commented, liked, shared, interacted with that ad that other people have spent thousands and thousands of dollars to get, with this one tool, you can go and send a friend request to every single person and send them a message and just benefit from everybody else's hard work. It's awesome.
Well, at the very worst, I mean, Facebook has the ad repository. You can go see anybody's ad there too. So how is this is not that much different, really.
Yep.
All right. So what else do we have that you've had some success with here?
Well, this one here is Stories Prospector. This is one of the ones that my team uses on my behalf. But it means that when I create a story on Facebook mostly, that everybody who interacts with it and everything else will get an outbound message from me. And I can personalize it as much as I want to, relating to that message. And it means that instead of just making a post and hoping, I hope that somebody likes this and connects with me or whatever, I can actually take the extra step and make sure it happens.
You can monitor who's there. So just without getting too much into it, for people like me who haven't really dove into stories yet, what's the difference basically between stories and, say, just a regular post?
Well, it goes to more than just your network. So it goes to anybody who is interested in that kind of thing. Posts are much harder to capture somebody's attention with, because there's only so much that you can put into a post, and a lot of us aren't readers. I'm a bit of an anomaly. I love to curl up with a book and read, and a textbook and fun things like that. But most of us, when we're sitting here on our phone, we're scrolling through the videos. Let's be honest, we're zoning out and we're watching everybody else's fun stuff.
Watching reels, having a good time. Yeah,
exactly. And so this one here is kind of like interruption marketing, I guess, at its best, but more in a way that it plays to people's ego. Like if you've watched a story and you're loving it, like you're really enjoying somebody's little short story clip, and then that person reaches out to you, you're going to be like so excited. So that's why this one works so well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And that's probably some of where this is going, because the posting is so saturated and harder to get the traction on. This is a bit more of an interrupt. So if you can do this and monitor who is watching it, and extend to them some sort of outreach. Wow, what a nice way to go.
Yeah. All right,
All
so the
right.
next one is our AI content scheduler.
Yes.
It
AI is in here somewhere.
It automatically schedules AI content posts to your personal group and Facebook page, and you never have to worry about contents ever again. I've got to be completely honest, guys. I have not fully dived into this one, but I have seen it in action, and it is so cool. One of the things I love about this one is that even with posting tools like Go High Level and things like that, our personal pages don't work. Facebook is like API. No, we're not doing that. This one here, off it goes, and it kind of takes a lot of that headache out of it, especially for those of us that are busy. We know content marketing works, but we just don't want to have to spend an hour every single day making something cool and putting it out to the masses.
And it does it in places where, like, I've used Buffer for years that claim to do some of that, and I don't know if theirs was manual or AI or how they analyze the analytics of what is the good time to post, but this is good time to post for the individual account, not necessarily. And so it's unique to you and your group, as opposed to what is the massive algorithm of times to post, right?
Yeah, and it just automatically schedules it as well. So like on our business pages, if you guys are doing social media right, you're aware that either inside your business manager or inside of a tool like High Level or something else, you have a scheduler, so you can schedule it out for days and then don't have to worry about content for the rest of the month. But you can't do that on your personal page. With this you can. With this one you can.
That's a huge, and that's one of the main. I mean, that's huge by itself. But then is it I wonder how many of those other places that they're stopping from doing that posting, that a tool like this would step in and solve that problem for you.
Yeah, well, it's becoming more and more because, I mean, I understand it. I really, really do. I understand the need for these social media platforms to want genuine real-time engagement. I do. It's what I would do if I was them. I mean, I can never be you, Mark Zuckerberg, but if I was, I would do the same thing. But as a business owner, I tear my hair out a little bit, wishing it wasn't that way.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Are there some other ones you have here? Or?
I sure do. This one here's your client CRM. So how many of us have friends or followers or messages sitting somewhere from leads and from non-leads and from networking and from client and from friends, and that's sitting somewhere in the depth of our messenger that we've completely forgotten about, and we have no idea if we need to follow up with them or what's going on with them or anything else. Like, it's just, let's be real, it's everybody here. And this one doesn't, it just takes every single friend and every single message that you have ever had and puts it inside of a tool so that you can label them. Hey, this is friends and family. This one's a hot lead. This one here is a current client. This one here is another heavy lifter that I might want to coordinate with in the future. Like, all of that. And then you can mass send a message. So like we do with our newsletters, and we like mass send messages to everybody on our leads list, this will mass send a message to everybody on your Facebook community, inside of your friends, inside of your followers, and everybody who's ever sent you a message. And imagine if you could do that. Like, if you could promote your message to people who already know you, love you, and interact with you, or if you've like made a post and you want it to go viral, and you send that link to everybody and say, hey, check this out, I wrote it just for you. Like, what would that do for your business?
Well, a lot. And I was just thinking, I mean, because I remember looking, you gave me the opportunity to look at some of these, and I was thinking, okay, yeah, CRM, that's nice, well, whatever. But now as you go back and explain it, I'm realizing that's something that Go High Level doesn't even do.
No.
I mean, yes, you can interact with Facebook, but you can't do the mass messaging. You can't necessarily do the labeling of your messenger itself. You can label your contacts, but you can't necessarily label that messenger and spread it off. And I think about all the people who prospect me on Facebook now. they're gonna get an interesting reply when I start putting out here and putting that, putting that out here that, hey, this is, I'm broadening my scope of what I'm doing. And here, let me tell you how this is. It's a little bit different than marketing. How can this help your business?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of you that use appointment setters and use social media with, let's say you have a VA or somebody else who's managing it for you, the awesome thing about that is that you don't have to log in and scroll through to see what they've been doing. You can look at it, just be like, oh, that's what they did today. And just like in high level, where you can, I'm assuming most of us know what high level is. If we don't, go and ask John. He's the man. But anyway,
your resident big CRM, because I don't think any of the other ones, the Monday.coms and the HubSpots and all those, I don't think they even Salesforce to some extent, I don't think they handle this little piece of Facebook that is amazingly crucial if you're doing social media marketing.
And you can set notes in here with reminders. So kind of like you can set a task,
Right.
and it will give you a reminder of, hey, this person said that to reach out to them in the second quarter. It's the second quarter. Send them a message. Like,
nice.
It's so powerful. Like this one and that Outbound Prospector Pro that we spoke about that first time. One of the most powerful tools that I could ever added to my business. It's so cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And these can do these sort of connect together for like that type of purpose, as far as you know, or are they each independently or?
Oh, no, they work independently. They really, really do. But anybody who's looking at using Facebook DMs and I recommend to anybody who really wants to grow their business to grow your network by 6,000 a year. That includes sending friend requests, creating more people inside your group, all of those pieces. So I say you need the Client Prospector Pro and the Client CRM to effectively do that, because once you got to 6,000 people, you can't keep track of them all without these tools.
Right, for sure. And some people have, I think they're now finally, after we've been talking about it for 6 months and other people have been talking about it for 6 months, Facebook is still viable, you guys. I mean, everybody's on LinkedIn doing their thing, and there are takeaways from LinkedIn that we can actually bring back to this and say, you know what, this is so many more people. They're still here. They may be dormant, but they're still here. This still has value. This still has, because it's so ubiquitous, whether you want it to be or not. I mean, it's Facebook is just hung in there.
It's still here. I mean, you see big names like, I mean, I hate to talk about other big names, but it's true. You see big names choosing to move away from the Facebook platform and move to things like school and things like that, which is great. It's awesome. Good on them. It's definitely something I was thinking about a few months ago, but it doesn't negate the need to use Facebook too. I mean, if you guys are interested, join me on Sunday when I'm going to show you exactly how using some of these tools are a piece of the puzzle, how we got to, 15K worth of proposals in just one day. That's how powerful Facebook can be. So don't discount it.
Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah. And we'll talk about how to connect, with you and with some of these here in just a little bit. Are there any others that you have out here? I know there's lots and lots of these tools. I mean, there's a lot of these tools, you guys.
Well,
you could sit here for 30 minutes looking at
it. I could. This one here, Facebook Prospect Remover. This one goes hand in hand with the Client Prospector and the CRM, because it automatically removes inactive and deactivated friends from your Facebook accounts. Why is this so important? Well, the algorithm wants to see, yes, you have lots of interaction with your post, but it also looks at a percentage, right? So let's say you have 1,000 friends and you get 200 people interact with your post. That's amazing. That's phenomenal. But you've still got 800 friends worth of dead weight, basically. If they aren't messaging you back on CRM, if they aren't interacting with your posts, if they aren't moving along the buyer's journey, then they are just sitting there and you're no longer being super laser targeted, and you are putting yourself out there for people who are not interacting, and that's not good for business. And the other reason for that I would use this tool is when I'm sending 30, 40, 50 Facebook friend requests a day with the Client Prospector Pro tool. Right. If I have too many friend requests pending, like people haven't responded to them, and I just let that sit and then try to do it again, Facebook is going to go, oh, this person has 500 pending requests. This is a spammer. And it will stop allowing me to send effective messages. So this tool will automatically go ahead and remove those pending friend requests so that I can again send messages that will go into somebody's inbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
So
only thing I was thinking about that is how do you separate, and you can with the CRM obviously, but how do you separate from the remover standpoint, some of the people that I wanted to be connected with, say from high school or college or something that I hadn't talked to for a while, but I'm still, I guess friends with them. But I guess ultimately the same thing would apply, even though it's not intended for business.
yeah.
I mean, it could just be dead weight after a while. Yeah, it's cool that they were on Facebook at one point, but they're not now. So
Yeah. I mean, and you can go in and, I mean, yes, you can automate it with this, but it builds you a list. It tells me how many messages it sent, how old your friendship is, how many comments and interactions and reactions and stuff you've got. And you can just use your best judgment instead of just letting it automated if you want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, the next few are about building a Facebook community. I mean, anybody who wants to grow and scale their business, I don't care if you're an online entrepreneur, if you're an electrician, if you're out there teaching people about wealth management or managing things for them, you're going to want a community, all right? That can be your newsletter list. It can be anything. You're going to want a community. And most of the time, a lot of us are using it on Facebook. And even if we're not building our own, we are utilizing other people's. Let's be real, we really are. And so this tool, like in seconds, will go through an entire Facebook group. Now think of a big Facebook group and how awesome this could be. It will find the top influencers and the top influential posts in any Facebook group, and then give you information on what your dream clients are actually interested in. So you can either copy the post, you can just click a button and then go to that post. I don't care how old it is, but you can go directly to that post. And then you can use a tool like the Client Prospector Pro and send a friend request to every single person who has interacted with that post instead of then having to make your own. Or you can interact with these big influencers inside the group, align yourself with them, create a friendship, and then look, you've just doubled your pool because now you guys are networking.
Yeah, and you're networking with them, and this is this is one of the direct. Well, we've already been going this way from a marketing perspective. You and I both have.
Yeah.
But this is also I'll be rolling out some some other things from a business coaching perspective, and this is one of the things they talk about as well, is how to build your community and how to build a group community like this.
Yeah.
And unlike school that we mentioned earlier, Facebook is not static. It's constantly pulling in people as they cycle back and forth,
exactly.
And interact even on a personal level with Facebook. Then they start to find things that are interesting again, and lo and behold, your community is much more organic. So this is crucial.
Yep. Next one's an ad swiper. You can create, like, you just find somebody's ad that you love. I mean, I've seen other people's ads. I'm like, oh, do you know what? That's awesome. I love their writing, or I like their picture. I like their hook. Oh, I should do that. A week later, when I'm next optimizing my ad, of course I've forgotten that thing I saw when I was scrolling on my phone in the evening.
Right.
This ad swiper, you can just swipe it into your swipe file, I guess, and it will break it down to, this is the company, this is the image they use, the tagline, the description. Like, it just puts it in there, and then it's like your own personal ad library swipe file.
Nice.
Yeah. Client Responder, automatically respond to all your Facebook comments on your personal and group page in one click. The software also sends a DM to everybody that you replied to. So let's say you make a post, like we talked about viral posts before, inside your group. A lot of us are doing like engagement posts, like, hey, who here is from Kentucky? Don't know why I thought of Kentucky, but let's say that. And let's say you get 50 people say, hey, I'm from Kentucky. You're then going to want to engage with them. Otherwise, there's no point in you creating an engagement post. This will automatically do it. That you can preset the message you want there, and then you can send them a message. Like, if this is your personal Facebook group, this is really, really powerful. And imagine if you're trying to drop a lead magnet or something, just set it up and click a button and it's gone. You don't have to sit on Facebook for hours going through all your messages and making sure you get back to everybody.
Exactly. And people are on all hours of, the day and night. So it's good to have that handled so you don't have to. That's one of the ones that I was eyeballing, looking, going, that could be really useful.
It's awesome. And then pair that with the CRM so that you can go back and follow up with them in like a month's time or a week's time. Say, hey, how did you find that lead magnet? It's gold. It's really where the gold happens.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. Wow. This is putting a nice little package together for prospecting here. So.
Yeah, well, for any business, it's really cool. Client script. This one here is really fun for people who don't have that they don't automatically know what to say. So if prospecting's not your thing and somebody sends a response, you're like, what do I say? You get the deer in the headlights moment. You just click onto your client scripts, and it's going to tell you what's your transition script, what's your conversation starter, overcoming objections, custom scripts, anything you want. If you're running a team, you can put your things in there, and then they just have it at a click of a button without having to remembering what to say. This is really cool.
Just pick and choose the ones that are already there. Okay.
Yeah. Client filter. This one here is not one I've actually used. So I do know a little bit about it though. My team is wonderful and uses it for me. This one customizes your Facebook experience. So you can filter out ads or posts out of your newsfeed, groups, pages, profiles, all those based on keywords. And then from there, you can find some really qualified targeted leads.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be handy if you're looking for, say, particular niches or variations and niches of different prospects or different groups that service that type of niche to go get connected with.
Yeah. So the example that you see here that I have up here, this is where the client filter is being used, and the keywords I've put in is mortgage and broker. And then they've said show it. And so now you'll see every post, group, ad, profile in your network, in your newsfeed that's related to that.
Nice. Yeah. That's really good. I like that.
Yep. This one here is great. I know I'm talking a lot, guys, but this is exciting. Client wisher. Yep. This will leverage your friends' birthdays to reconnect with new and existing leads and start conversations to promote your products and services. So how many of us, especially if we're doing that, what I suggested just now, adding 16,000 people to your network every single year, remember everybody's birthday. I struggle to remember my own sometimes.
Yeah.
This one here will send them a message or make a post to wish people their birthday. Happy birthday.
And how many people, I mean, Facebook kind of takes us to a whole nother level because it does, force you to give your birthdays. But how many people, whenever we bring on some of the new folks who aren't as used to marketing tactics, and we have a little birthday, reactivation thing for them, and they think that's so cool. This is kind of that on a leveraging what's the information that's already here, so you don't have to get it from them. You get it from Facebook, who already maintains this stuff.
Well, you know what it's like, John. You get pitched every single day. I do too. And it's like all the time. And everybody starts fading into everybody.
Yeah.
But the person that sends me a happy birthday, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, that's right. You pitched me a month ago, but you actually wished me a happy birthday. Like, it makes me take a second look, and it makes them stand out from the crowd and actually think about who they are more than they're just pitching me. So it's really, really powerful.
Very true, and we all like to watch that list, whether we want to admit it or not, of who we put out a post, or we have a birthday, we have some event or whatever, and none of us want to admit this, but we all sit there and look and go, okay, who commented, who's reacting to that post?
We do. Like, it matters. It matters. Like, that person didn't even bother wishing me happy birthday. Like, it matters to us. It does.
Yeah. Or you do something cool and you put it out there. And I mean, somebody called this out the other day, and I was just like, and I was not bitter, but I was just kind of like, oh, that one's not me. Wait, yes, it is me. I do that.
Yeah, I do. I'm human. It's human.
We all do. Yeah. We want to be validated that way. So
Client invite, very, very self-explanatory. It will automatically grow your Facebook group and pages with friend invites. So instead of running a likes campaign and paying Facebook for fake likes, you can actually get all of your friends to now like your page or join your Facebook group with just a click of a button.
Okay. Because I've had to run I've run the organic versions of that, where you just you message it, but it won't let you message everybody at the same time, and it's not all that. Facebook has to kind of handle that for you, or they insist on handling it for you, versus you get to write this message and you get to customize it some, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, that one, it takes the control back. It's up to you. One-click funnel cloner, not one I've used because I haven't used ClickFunnels, but for those of you who do use ClickFunnels, you can clone any ClickFunnel page with just a click. So there's, there's no coding, no nothing, just press a button and now it's yours.
This is a big deal. I mean, Go High Level kind of does this too, but
Mm.
this kind of does it on another level.
Yeah.
Where it looks like, I mean, at least from the surface anyway, this is one of those little nuisances that if you don't have this ability, there's times when, and you do funnel development, there's
Yeah.
times you're going to need this.
Yeah.
But if you don't, if you do have the ability, then you can just makes it really quick.
So cool. Like, I mean, those of you who are funnel builders out there that are using ClickFunnels, imagine being able to, like, if a client comes to you and say, hey, look at this really, really cool thing. I really, really want this, and just press a button. All right, there you go, ma'am. And now you get paid for it.
Yeah, that's
great.
a bigger deal than it might seem. But if you this is one of those, if you know and you do this stuff, then this is a tool that makes a big
all about. Yeah. Viral leads, turn your posts into massive viral content to collect leads, make sales. It's kind of self-explanatory in a way. This one is really, really, really cool for making like polls and contests and things like that. And then this one here, this one manages your Facebook groups. They say it turns it into a money-making machine. It kind of does. I'm sorry, but you don't have to manually go, oh, this person joined my group. Now I have to send them a message. Like, it will automatically send them a welcome message, ask them what it is they're hoping to get out of the group, engage with them, send them your lead magnet, do whatever it is you need to do. You can find everybody inside your group and send them a message and say, hey, I'm going to be live at this time. Come join me. Like, it's really, really, really powerful. Oh, and it automatically takes their phone number and email address if you ask for it and loads it into a sheet just for you.
Nice. See, I mean, Facebook does some of this already.
Yeah.
But this just takes it to a whole nother level with a whole lot of nice to haves, it looks like. So
email scraper. Scrapes the email list from social media platforms. I mostly use it for Facebook, but you can use it for LinkedIn, Instagram, things like that. If it's a Gmail, Yahoo, or Hotmail.com kind of address, you can build yourself a list. And for those of us who are targeting people like coaches, where it's really, really hard to come by good quality lead lists, this one's great. And that's
hard to sometimes come by the email address too. I know. So this works great. All the better. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's all I've got for you guys tonight. If you're interested in some of those, reach out to me. Let me know. We are going to drop a lead. We're going to drop a landing page URL for you guys where you guys can get access to some of these. Most of them are exclusive. I don't just hand them out to everybody. So if you're interested in them, book a time, let's talk, see what you want to use it for, see whether or not I can help you with it, see whether or not it's a good fit for you. And if it is, then I will 100% set you up with it. And they are on a monthly subscription basis. So use it. If you don't love it, don't pay for it next month.
Yeah, there you go. Just use it as you need it, or if it's a time sensitive thing, then turn it off until you need it again or whatever. But yeah, so we'll put that out there and have plenty of opportunity for these. Will also be not right away because we're still getting things going here, but they'll also be on our pluginbusiness.net, pluginbusiness.com website as well. So you'll be able to find those there as well and get connected up to Sheena-Leigh's landing page and go from there.
Yeah. So, and in case you guys are sitting here thinking I'm not technical enough to use them, don't worry. The person who actually made these, Kevin, he is amazing, and he has recorded step by step exactly how to use every single tool and put it all out there for you guys. So the minute you get access to this, you get access to him, and I can even give you access to his personal Facebook group so you can ask him personally any question about it. This is not a, hey, here's a tool, figure out how to use it. We're going to give you step-by-step instructions and access to the guy who made it. So
there you go. And so he develops these. Okay, off the bat, it's he and his company. Okay, well, very cool. Well, these would be good for prospecting that I'm going to probably be using them for, but also, and there's some group management tools there as well. And I would suspect there's a way to, move the information or the contacts back and forth if you do use another CRM through external means, Zapier or whatever. But these are standalone systems to themselves, right?
Yes. These are standalone systems.
they wouldn't work with a Go High Level or a CRM or anything
Well,
like that. It's directly anyway.
Some of them actually do integrate with High Level. I don't remember which ones, but I do know that some of them do integrate with High Level. Almost all of them have API hooks. So
okay, good deal. Well, awesome. Thank you for going through this with us and spending the time to do this. And yeah, if you want more information about not only using these tools, but kind of how they build into the larger process, this is the lady to talk to right here to really get all of that connected up. I mean, you saw just a piece of it. I asked her to focus. She's done some other lives demonstrating these, which have been more of the marketing theory behind them and why you'd use them. But I really wanted to focus on the tools themselves. But if you're ready for the marketing theory that goes with them, you got just a taste of it tonight as we went through these. Then she is definitely the person to get in touch with about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to know how to hack Facebook, you want to know how to get your competitors' clients, you want to know how to make the most out of a Facebook group, anything like that, stick your hand up in the comments down below or, tag me and I will have a quick chat with you and send you over some free training about it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, Sheena. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you want more information about these plugin service profiles, there's going to be more of them. If there is a group of softwares or services or things that you want us to profile and take a little deeper dive into, put that in the comments as well. Or come by and visit the website, pluginbusiness.net, once it gets going. Thanks for joining us and checking this out. We will talk to you next time.
All right. Bye, guys.